Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. I finally made a decision to take a time and modify that famous failing handle which is on the rear door, the latch of Toyota Sequoias. And I started taking it apart, so I started with removing that handle. And that was done by removing that little clip which you see here, right? Pulling out this rod, the handle is off, and now we have two remaining last pieces. I will remove this part, which is the failer, right? This is the too soft material here, but it's pressed on, so I will have to go and drill it out. So as you can see, I was able to separate, right, these parts, the spring, and here goes that part which is the failure. This is the problem. It's very twisted. Look how twisted it is, right? But look how soft it is, especially in this spot. I will show you right now. It's basically like butter. Look at it, right? No wonder this cannot handle any additional pressure, and this whole thing keeps failing, and failing. The first improvement I did was improve the range of the movement of this handle. There were two problems. On the handle itself, there was like a little bump of plastic right here in this area. So that is gone. And also the bracket itself here, the bottom, the steel part, was limiting the range. So I made this opening deeper down. I filed it out, right? And that improved the range of the movement of that lever and entire part. I will say before, if I look at it, it was moving up to here, and that was the stop. Now it can continue so much further, and that should help to increase this movement. That should help with the pulling that cable and opening that lock. Then another extreme problem in this design, that this part has this transition here, and that's where it bends. So they thought if they put it direct on that handle body, right, and then they bend it here, that will do it. No, that's the weak part. This part has to be straight, and it has to be held away from that body of the handle. And this is what I meant with saying that, right? That lever, that weak part, is way further away from that handle body, right? You see that? And now also check out the improved range. The range is incredible. Look how far this will go. Before it was going like halfway only. Once again, look at that. The handle is being pulled. Look how far it travels right now here, right? It's from here to there. It's definitely improved range, and that will pull that cable way better. Now the question is how to make this weak part stronger. Few hours later. And after endless cutting, drilling, slicing, filing, measuring, experimenting, and doing things, I have finally first prototype for you. This is made of way harder steel. This definitely doesn't bend using just fingers. You can see remaining part of that previous handle I first didn't use it, but this part of the plastic wasn't nicely sliding on that silver surface. So I actually cut that old one and added it on top for that easy slide in this area, right? So you can see it in the action, maybe this way. It's very smooth, and that silver part, that raw steel, will be not cutting and slicing that plastic handle. Of course, there's a lot of red thread locker, right, that this doesn't fall apart immediately. This is the area where the cable will be hooked, right? I already tried it, right? I had to experiment with this length. It took really a couple of hours, but this is finally done, and I will show you how it connects to that cable. And here you can see that cable which is running to the lock assembly, right? And this is where the ball is hooked, and this is how it will work. So let me install it and I will show you if it works or not. Now I have put everything back, right? And I try to open it. And this is absolutely interesting, I tell you what. Not the fact that it opens, but the handle has completely different feeling. Before it was always like a rubbery, right? It gave. When you pulled on it, it was like, you could feel some softness. Right now, you grab the handle, bang! It goes. The action is way more firm. Also, before, another difference, right? You had to pull on it. It kept moving because there was all that slack, and somewhere halfway, right, it opened. Right now, you pull tiny bit, immediately pops open. So these are two differences, faster and firmer. But let me be clear on something. I still think it's a bad design, right? The way it works there, it's not good. And it should be probably designed in beginning completely differently. Now everybody's question is clear. How long it will last now? Now the weak part was improved and redesigned, and that steel is very strong, it will not bend. But what's about that plastic hook, right? If there will be resistance in that lock down here, the hook will break, right? It can't be pushing in that weird way they designed it, and that can be the next thing which will break, and we don't know when. Because of that, I will post this video immediately. That means tomorrow probably. And once a month in the comments below in the video, I will just put a note. It still works. And if it will break, I will write how many days it lasted and what broke actually. So if you are interested to follow up, just check the comments below the video once a month or so, and you will see if it's still working. So my friend, thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumb up. Make sure you are subscribed because I have way more about Toyotas coming your way soon. See you later.